This your boy Ace here. And welcome to Soul Caps, y'all. Let's talk about Renick. This is a situation that caught me off guard. I couldn't wait to talk about this. Out of all the videos I did today, I couldn't wait to talk about this. I was caught off guard with this one. So, let's just go over some things real quick. With Ripley first. Y'all know the history of Ripley. You know, he was a love interest for Hannah. That's how he kind of came into the show, that we knew those two was going to hook up at some point. Didn't work out. I never felt like the chemistry was really there. That's why I like Dean and Hannah so much. They got that chemistry. And I know for some people, age was always something that they focused on when it really shouldn't matter when it comes to romantic chemistry. If you either have it or you don't, regardless of the age, in my opinion. Then Ripley started dating around. He, it looked like he was going to go out with Sully's girlfriend, or baby mama, and then the other girl that he saved in the tunnel. I forgot her name. And now, after the situation that these two got into with Faye's boyfriend or husband or whatever, that whole situation that they had brought them closer together very quickly. And they had a conversation about it after Lennox left the police station, the sheriff's station, a couple of weeks ago. And so we knew that Renick, and people are already calling him Renick, that's why I'm saying Renick right now, that Lennox and Ripley were going to eventually hook up at some point. And I was intrigued by it, because for the first time for me with Ripley, felt like there was a romantic interest that could stick for him. And I was like, yeah, I'm digging these two. But we know how, the problem is, we know how complicated Lennox is as a person. You know, she was a former veteran, and she's a very complex woman. Very complex. Sometimes she acts like a robot. And it's funny, because in this episode, let's go over this. So in this episode, Ripley's been really trying to talk to Lennox about what happened a couple of weeks ago, because Lennox has been opening up about it, and you could tell that it's been bothering her. But she's one of those type of people that like to keep things like that close to the vest, not show any emotion, all that other stuff. That's why we always feel like she's kind of like a robot. But that's really good soldiers. That's how they are, man. They got that robotic feel to them, man. So at the end of the episode, she's trying to catch the elevator. Ripley's still trying to talk to her about it. She's trying to get away from her, so she takes the stairs, not willing to wait from the elevator. And she keeps trying to walk away from it as he's trying to talk about it. And then one thing led to another. He even brought up the fact that, like, you need to show some guy, not that she needs to show emotion, but she needs to talk about it. Like, if you're having trouble with it, like, you're not a robot. If you want to cry about it, I mean, ain't nobody fun to, like, make fun of you or something like that, or have a problem with it. Like, you're not in the army no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or the military. Like, you're not there. So she gets him to stop talking, and she starts kissing on him. And we know they started making out. I think they slept with each other. Frost was trying to call him when he was on his date with Nova. We're going to talk about that in the next video. And so, but the thing is, it might not mean anything just because of the fact that it was a potential one-night stand situation. But this is the thing. So let's talk about this, where I have a problem at. I'm liking the potential of these two, and I hope they didn't ruin it by having them hook up so fast. I hope it's a about last night type of situation. If you don't know what I mean, that's a movie that was made in Chicago. I'm not talking about the reboot. I'm talking about the one that was made in the 80s with Demi Moore and Jim Belushi and Rob Lowe and Elizabeth Perkins. I'm talking about that movie. And it was a Chicago-based movie. And which makes it ironic. So Demi Moore and Rob Lowe's characters hooked up really fast, had a one-night stand, and then they moved in together, and they ended up regretting that decision because they didn't really know each other and didn't learn each other. So their relationship hit the skids like really fast to the point where they started hating each other. So then they met each other. I'm guessing like, so they broke up at New Year's Eve. I'm guessing they hooked up either sometime later that spring or summer. They got back together, or well, we don't know if they got back together, but at the end of the movie, they kind of made peace with each other and started to hang out again. So I'm like, man, we could see that same type of situation with Lennox and Ripley. And because Lennox is so complicated as a person, that's got me even worried for this relationship even more. You know, I wish they would have went slow. I wish they would have went slow, y'all. If y'all feel different about it, let me know in the comment section below. I just wish they would have went slow, man. I feel like that was too fast. So I can see problems between these two. But one thing for sure that I'm not worried about them like I was with Ripley and Hannah. The chemistry is there. So there's a chance that this works out a lot better than other relationships and stuff. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But go on ahead and give me your thoughts. I'm still in the Renick, by the way. Just because I don't like them hooking up that fast, doesn't mean I don't like them. So, again, give me your thoughts on this. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching this one. So, Caps, y'all. Let's talk about frosting over egg nuggets.